You're now 100% safe in planes and can attack enemies. Outside the Queen's Chamber is this secret door that leads to a secret base chamber. This will increase your skill gain by 50%. I have over 1500 hours of playing Valheim and I've made hundreds of videos. Yet there are still many tips in this video that I actually didn't know. Many of these were sourced from a Reddit post I made, which I'll link in the description. But I guarantee you will learn at least one thing from today's video. So let's go. You can use the Dverga circlet that you buy from the trader for 620 gold as a unique light source that never needs to be refueled. Simply place it on a vertical item stand above the thing that you want to illuminate. They also look great along a corridor, as you can see here. If you want to focus even more light on an object, you can also place the Dverga circlet on a horizontal item stand. Simply face the arrows in the opposite direction to where you want the light to point. This can create some unique lighting decorations in your base and a good spotlight to illuminate certain items. The light can even be hidden inside a ton of different objects, including walls, material piles, and even the floor. You can also hide wisp torches and swamp keys to create a blue glow effect. Wearing clothes that you get from Hilda gives you a base item stamina use reduction. Let me explain how that works. Firstly, tunics and dresses give you a 20% reduction, and the headwear gives you a further 15% reduction. So you have a total of 35% less stamina use whilst wearing these items. There is a misconception that you need to be near your base in order for this to work. However, you can see here that whether you're near a workbench or not, the stamina use is the same. The reduced stamina cost works for your hammer, hoe, and cultivator. It does not work for weapons, axes, or blocking. When building, you can use Shift and the middle mouse button to select the build piece you are looking at. This can be a huge time saver, but be careful. If you accidentally press just the middle mouse button, you will destroy the object, which could be a disaster. When rested, you gain skills at a 50% increased rate. Making sure you're rested throughout the early game can therefore make you level up much faster. You can get tin from barrels outside Greydorf Towers, deer hide from fueling tents, smelted iron and bronze bars from ice cave braziers and doors, and a ton of iron and stone from Mistlands bridges. You can use a chair to enter a sunken crypt before you kill the Elder. Simply place the chair as close as you can, sit down, and when you stand up again, you can enter the crypt. This may take a few tries, but it does work. This trick also works in the huge plains rocks that you see. This gives you total safety and you can even shoot out at mobs. Build a portal in here to return at any time. I'm closing in on 100,000 subscribers, which is my absolute dream in life, so if you'd like to help me out, then please do consider subscribing. The new snapping feature allows you to easily build bridges. Simply stand in the center of the block and press Q or E until the new piece is where you want it to be, and then repeat the process. You can have as many portals as you like with the same name and they will still connect up. The first one you name will be forever connected to the second, the third to the fourth, and so on. Use your hoe to level ground around mushrooms, raspberries, etc. With vegetation setting on high, they will stand out when you come back in the future. Place a chest connected to the wall or ceiling and then destroy the foundation. It will stay in place so long as it's connected to the wall or ceiling. This also works with other things like workbench upgrades, furniture, and so on. When looking at a workbench upgrade, you get these little dotted lines that actually point to where the workbench is. Wear the root armor harness in the plains and you'll take very little damage from Deathsquitos. Serpents spawn more often at night and during storms. You can place items in dungeons to block areas off. Things like cooking stands and wood piles can be very useful for this. Then you can attack enemies without them being able to get to you. It can be a great way to farm spawners like the body piles found in crypts. Yellow mushrooms make a great decorative light source in your base that will never run out or need to be refueled. Another option for a different color would be to use Surtling trophies. When you click a boss stone, your character turns to look in the direction of that boss. This is very useful if you're playing without a map. Crates make nice decorations. Just smash a cart with items in and move it into place. If you want more decoration tips, I've linked a video in the description. If you'd like to buy some Valheim merch, including my new range of Viking Christmas merch, click the link in the description. You can shift and left click, then type in the exact number of items you want to take to and from inventories. You can also hold down Control and left click items in your inventory to quickly throw them out onto the floor. Climb steep mountains easily using a pickaxe to create a ledge where you can then recover your stamina. This is one of the rarest items in the game, the Tetrafish. Finding one requires you to find a lake inside of an ice cave, but these are pretty rare. When you do find one with a Tetrafish in it, you can then fish one of those out using your fishing rod and some cold bait. Another super rare item is the Deathsquito trophy. With a 1% drop chance, you'll have to kill 100 Deathsquitos on average just to to get one. Throw a Surtling core onto a bonfire to create a firework explosion. You can make a rainbow light by placing all colors of lights in close proximity, although it might be a little tricky to refuel. Boss trophies will occasionally talk to you when they're placed on item stands. Pickaxes do more damage from on top of ores than from the side. Axes also do more damage to trees from higher ground than from lower. You can hollow out underneath the Elder spawn to create an underground base area. When carrying a weapon and shield, you can double tap your hammer hotbar number to quickly unequip them. You can hold shift to place boats on land. This can be very useful on mountains as you can go down the mountain in a boat very quickly and avoid taking any damage. When mining chitin on a Leviathan, you can log out as it starts to go down. When you log back in, the timer will have restarted. Jump into water from a height to retrieve sunken items. Combine map icons to make your own unique icons. If playing on a server, fake walls are a great way to hide chests of valuable items. And if you want to join my server, click the link in the description. Throw Ita around wards in the Dwerga house in Mistlands. This will destroy the ward without aggroing the Dwerga, leaving you free to take their loot. There is a secret room before you enter the Queen Boss chamber. Smash this wooden panel next to the stairs outside in order to enter. And inside here we have this really cool looking chamber that we can run around and explore. We got these very unique looking barrels and lantern right here. And we have shelves with a Dwerga tankard that we can pick up in this room. You can even place a bed in here and turn it into your little base area if you wanted, or simply have a safe spawn point so that if the queen kills you, you respawn nearby. You can perfectly dock and undock your boat by building handle structures like this. Simply run against them to move your boat in and out with ease. Use control and left click items to move stacks immediately between your inventory and a chest, or vice versa. You can hurt mobs that are near an obliterator by simply using the obliterator. The lightning causes area of effect damage to any nearby mobs. You may think that glass walls can't be placed on top of each other, but this isn't true. Simply place some kind of support up one of the edges and you can go as high as gravity will allow you. Standing between multiple trees when using your axe is more efficient and will get you a bit more wood in the long run. You can cook food on a campfire, then destroy the fire to have a nice decoration of hanging cooked meat. This also works with hanging raw meat if you destroy the campfire before it cooks. The Elder spawn location provides a fire that will never run out. You can use it to cook food without needing any fuel or even make a bed nearby. You can place walls through the hearth fire. This can allow you to make unique hearth shapes or have one hearth that covers multiple rooms in your base. Why not add a 2-meter log beam to the hearth for a unique looking decoration? You can bind emotes to keys. This can be useful and fun when playing on servers to quickly use emotes with your friends. When using the hoe, you can hold shift and then left click to raise the ground to the level that you're looking at rather than it leveling to the area where you're stood. Doing this while walking can allow you to make a smooth slope much easier. You can play all of the Valheim updates before anybody else by joining the public test branch. There's a video linked in the description that'll show you how to do that. You can give text on signs all different colors and sizes. Again, there's a video linked in the description that shows you how to do this. This is a tip that it always surprises me that people don't realize, but you can actually dodge roll to quickly get out of your cart. Probably a lot of you know this, but for those who don't, I wanted to mention it because I use this all the time. Watch over 2 hours of Valheim tips by clicking this video, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed.